Welcome to Pop Culture Roulette for all your pop culture needs. We're America's podcast. All right, welcome everybody to the second episode of 2026. Well, we're already planning on another break, so don't expect another one right away. But hey, let's look at last episode we looked back at 2025 and we talked about what we saw, what we hadn't seen, some of the things we missed, we really enjoyed. So let's do this year. Let's look at 2026. Look ahead, see what we got looking forward to. Let's talk about January now that it's February 1st.
Uh, can't believe that happened. How do we miss a
Um,
whole month already?
yeah.
Time flies
So
when you're having fun.
we're gonna start with the movies. Movies that are gonna come out this year. Remember, of course, these are the tentative dates. I mean, I'm not giving you dates. I'm just gonna give you months. Um,
It's
this
all a
could
lie.
it could immediately change the second we stop recording. Things that we don't know about could pop up. Things that were supposed to happen we get pushed back. It happens every year. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
like Grand
far,
Theft Auto. How's that game, Jeremy?
Oh God.
don't worry about that. We'll talk about that later. Right now, we're going to talk about movies. All right. So for January, the movies that I was looking forward to that I haven't seen yet. So we're starting early on this. Is 28 years later, The Bone Temple, which I still haven't seen 28 years later yet. So I can't watch the sequel to that.
I haven't seen any of those.
Oh, 28 Days Later, the first one is one of my all-time favorite zombie movies. 28 Weeks is good, but like I've heard good things about 28 Years, so
Was this like second? Is this like are you considered a fourth or a
I
spin-off?
I don't know. It's weird because they always call it 28 Years Later or The Bone Temple, so it's like a sequel to a sequel,
Okay.
but not like I guess it's technically 28 times 4 or I don't know. I mean,
Was this a surprise? Did people
to
not?
me, I didn't even know they were doing it, but apparently they were kind of working on it around the same time, which
Hmm,
is weird because I think Danny Boyle directed all three of them, but this one's Nia DaCosta.
hmm.
So like I don't know if she was like she just showed up on the set and they were like, "Don't tear it down yet. We're gonna let her take over."
Interesting.
Yeah, you can have a crack at it.
Um, so yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, 28 Days Later is one of my all-time favorite zombie movies. I mean, it's definitely in my top, maybe five, maybe three, depends on the day.
Hmm.
Um, so looking forward to seeing that one when I get to stream it in a couple weeks. Send Help. That's that new Sam Raimi movie with Rachel McAdams, plane crash, desert
Oh
island.
yes.
Hmm.
And Sam Raimi directed, so obviously automatically somewhat interested in it.
Yeah, it looks cool.
And then there's a little zombie movie, looked like it was a British one, called We Bury the Dead.
Okay.
So it was like the zombie apocalypse happened and they're like people on like a cleanup crew like going into the towns where the outbreak was and they're supposed to like kind of finish off the zombies are supposedly supposed to be dead already and they're like going into the town to clean it up and of course things go wrong because why else would the movie exist, but
Yeah.
it looked interesting. um
Shenanigans ensue.
Didn't I don't remember any of the I didn't write down any of the famous people who might or might not be in it, so I think it was relatively not necessarily indie, but kind of not a mainstream big stream, big studio film. So that's all I got for January.
Okay.
I mean, granted, it's already February, so
Yeah.
all right, so for February, There's a movie called Crime 101 with Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, and Halle Berry.
I think I've seen the previews for that one.
It looks interesting. Um, there's one called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
Oh, all
It's
right.
Sam Rockwell. It's time like he's supposed to be a time traveler who's coming back to warn us about this AI thing that's going to happen to destroy the planet. Of course, Sam Rock.
Is it based on a true story? AI seems to be taking over everything.
That is true. And I mean, Sam Rockwell is doing what Sam Rockwell does, just, ham it up and be crazy. And, it looked kind of crazy, like 12 Monkey-ish, but, I'm interested. Looked good. Scream 7 apparently is supposed to be coming out this month.
That's crazy. I didn't like even see anything
I
about
I
it.
have not seen any. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I was like, I didn't even, I thought they were like, it had fallen apart because they kept firing people from being in the movie. And then, then I saw it on a bunch of list of movies that are coming out towards the end of the month. And I'm like, I haven't seen a single trailer for it yet, let alone like any advertisement. So that's one of the ones that I'm saying, like, just because everything I saw said it was coming out doesn't mean we're going to hold to the calendar that one's coming out,
Right.
you know. And then there was a movie called Cold Storage with Liam Neeson, where there's a underground government science lab at like a you store it kind of place, and of course there's parasitic bad viruses, and it escapes and turns
Hmm.
people crazy, maybe zombie-ish. Maybe that
Nice.
one's a little too real, but hey,
So he's not sticking with the comedy.
no, no, no. But I mean, he'll probably go back to the comedy. Actually, it looked kind of, I think one of the Stranger Things, not like the main kids, but like one of the high schooler ones from Stranger Things.
Never seen it.
Oh, I have not watched the final season yet, but
I've not watched any of the seasons
uh,
yet. Jeremy.
I watched two of them.
All right.
I've
Yeah.
really enjoyed it. I just haven't had time to watch the fifth one. All right, that's all I got for February. Any
Oh, there's some movie coming out called Psycho Killer. I don't really know much about it, but the poster looks really intriguing.
title alone sounds intriguing. How did
Yeah.
I miss that one?
Good song.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And then I saw there's well, this is not something I'm looking for, but Goat. Did you see a trailer for Goat?
That looks so awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh, that's
Yeah,
just one.
when I went and saw Anaconda, they had a trailer in front of that, and I looked at the wife and I was like, no, just now. And now that they're running the commercial like all the time on TV, it's just like, this looks so bad. Like, I'm
Yeah.
genuinely shocked they got a lot of the celebrities that are doing voices in the movie. But then Steph Curry's producing it, so I imagine that,
Yeah. Hey, can you do me this favor on this first movie I'm directing?
yeah. So
Yeah.
throw enough money, people will do just about anything. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. All right, so on to
We
March.
will.
Ready or Not 2? Yeah, I mean, if you wanted us to be in GOAT 2, we would absolutely be in it. I would do
Yeah.
voices in a movie that I didn't care about in a heartbeat if you paid me. Anyway, March, Ready or Not 2. Did you guys see the first one?
I don't think so.
No.
It's so this woman thinks gonna like she's going to meet her in-laws for the first time, or her fiance, like the people who are going to be her in-laws, and they're like, ah, we really brought you here because we're a sadistic family who has to play a game, and like they make her pick from cards, and then like they play some sort of weird twisted ready or like hide and go seek, and like of course she's some sort of secret badass and manages to survive, but apparently the family is not happy that she won, and now they're out to get her for the second time.
Oh, she won the first
Cool.
time. Maybe you just leave her alone.
Yeah. So anyway, I enjoyed it. I mean, it was a fun little movie. It kind of reminded there was a movie I watched in the last few months called The Hunt. Yeah, The Hunt. Where like all these rich people like get together and like round up what they call deplorables, like people who say a whole bunch of stupid stuff on
No, people like us.
yeah, people like, well, not necessarily because these people would all say like super racist nonsense and like, super crazy conspiracies. We
Are
don't
you
rec
listening to this
we don't rec
podcast?
we scrubbed all those episodes.
Uh, yeah, we
And
know when
and
we're recording.
unless Jeremy's gonna hold us for blackmail at some point, but
We will to get you to star in this next film.
um but yeah, it's kind of similar to that. But I'm looking forward. It was fun. I want to see the second one. There's a movie called Hoppers. It's the next Pixar movie
Hmm.
where like they develop the technology to like inhabit, like it kind of looked like kind of Avatar. Like they develop technology and like they are able to like hop into animals and like so they can help animals like do something. I don't know. It looked
Awesome.
funny and it's Pixar. I mean, Pixar has not done much bad and it's like little animated beavers. So,
I
talk
feel
talk
like I really haven't seen a lot of these trailers.
talking animals. There's one called the They Will Kill You that looks really cool. It's well, very similar to the concept of the Hunt or Ready or Not that I just described. There's a hotel that like is apparently run by a bunch of Satanists, and they hire a maid because they're going to make a sacrifice, and of course she's some sort of like John Wick style badass, and she has to fight her way through the hotel.
Wow.
Okay.
Awesome.
And then Project Hail Mary, Ryan Gosling. Yeah, Ryan Gosling. Uh, and he has to go to some outer space thing because the planet's going to die if he doesn't, like, I don't know. It just looked interesting.
Hmm.
And then are you guys familiar with Nate Bargatze?
Kinda.
He's a really funny comedian. He's clean, which is rare. I mean, it's kind of like Jim Gaffigan, works clean, but he's absolutely hilarious. Um, he's got a movie coming out in March called Breadwinner that looks very silly, but guarantee that we're going to go see that one because Jess is a huge fan of Nate Bargatze. He's, you know, pretty funny. I enjoy him too. I mean, he is really absolutely one of the better comedians working right now.
All right.
So the movie looks deeply silly and very family friendly, but you know, sometimes you got to go see a palate cleanser movie. You go see a movie like They Will Kill You, and then you go see Breadwinner, and kind of evens each other out.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else for March?
I don't think so, but I did just watch the trailer for that day that looks awesome.
Yeah. All right. April, the first movie, Super Mario Galaxy.
Yep.
Hmm.
So I know we've talked about that one. But yeah, that Super Mario Brothers movie was one of the best movies of the year when it came out a couple years ago. Kind of surprised it took this long to do the sequel, but
If
definitely looking.
if they're getting it right,
Well,
with
yeah,
their Mario
I'd
movie,
rather have him take a little extra time than
don't rush out crap.
yeah. And then for
I,
some reason I wrote Ready or Not down two again. So maybe I must have been looking at two different lists. So who knows when that's actually coming out? Either that or I really want to see that movie, one of the two.
Yeah. You want to see it both months.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's a movie called Normal with Bob Odenkirk, where he is leaning heavily into his nobody persona that he's now taken on. It's not related to Nobody, but it's just like Bob Odenkirk is now the bad, like kind of like Liam Neeson. Like once he stopped doing rom-coms and period dramas, and now he's like doing Taken. That's I think what Bob Odenkirk is now. Like now he's just a unlikely action hero, and he's just going to keep doing it.
All right.
It's set in like Normal, Illinois or something like that.
I still got to see the second movie.
Highly recommend it. Pretty good. Okay, on to May.
What
Uh,
Marvel movie are we getting in May this year?
we aren't getting a Marvel movie in May.
What?
They took it off the schedule and moved it back to December. We're only getting two Marvel movies this year, and the first one's not until July.
That's bull crap. That's usually around our birthday.
Yes, but you know what you are getting for May? The Mandalorian and Grogu.
A movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And instead of another season, they're doing a movie. So,
Yeah. Try to squeeze all the money out of the box office.
yes. Yeah. Um, Kathleen Kennedy has stepped down as working for Star Wars Lucasfilm, and Dave Filoni is stepping up. Dave Filoni being the guy who helped create and pushed was the creative force behind the Clone Wars cartoon series. Also the director of all of the Mandalorian stuff. Well, the director and producer creator of a lot of the Mandalorian stuff.
Okay.
So, he's done some really good. And then there's a movie called Sheep Detectives.
I've
all
seen the
right.
trailer for that one.
Okay. Let me
That
let
one looks
me
interesting.
let me describe this movie to you, Jeremy. There's a man played by Hugh Jackman who is a shepherd, and every night before he goes to bed, he reads his flock, his sheep flock, murder mysteries like Agatha Christie
Mm.
and Sherlock Holmes and stuff like that. And then he gets murdered. The cops, of course, are bumbling idiots, and the only people who can solve his murder are the sheep who he didn't know were actually paying attention to the murder mysteries.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It is live action. The list of people who are doing the voices for the sheep are
It's
ridiculous.
crazy.
It
They
is
talk.
ridiculous. But
Yeah.
but the people can't hear them, so they can
Okay.
talk to each other. But the people think
So they're
like,
just they're just screaming and they're talking to each other. To us, it sounds like they're just either just buying at each other.
yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, here. So I will read you the cast list. So obviously Hugh Jackman. We'll just read voices. Bryan Cranston, Regina Hall, Brett Goldstein, Patrick Stewart, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Chris O'Dowd, Reese Darby. Yeah, those are
That's
just
awesome.
those are just the voices, and then also in the non-voices, um, Bella Ramsey, Emma Thompson, and well, Hugh Jackman. I already said. But yeah, so
That's
I mean,
that's great.
it's a pretty star-packed movie, and it's a completely ridiculous concept. But I saw the trailer and I was like, I must see this ridiculous movie.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, so May, surprisingly, considering what normally comes in May, is a pretty weak, low month. Which means there either stuff is going to get moved in, or they just are not promoting May
They
like they
don't
normally do.
they don't care about us anymore.
Apparently not. June, we're getting Masters of the Universe, the new live-action He-Man movie,
Oh,
which might
Eh,
be okay. That might be more me because I'm an 80s. I was, my childhood was definitely He-Man toys
mm,
and G.I. Joe toys. You guys are probably on the other side of that.
I was Ninja
yeah.
Turtle toys.
He-Man doesn't really have any significance in my life.
Yeah, so all right.
Maybe
Um,
He-Man Woman Haters from Little Rascals.
Sure.
that's even older than I am.
Yeah, they had the that movie though, right when we were
Oh,
around when we were
right.
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Okay. Yeah. All right. How about Disclosure Day? I know that's something right up in Jeremy's alley.
Disclaimer.
Oh, Steven Spielberg, Alien movie.
Cool.
Looks like it's pretty intense. A lot of famous people, but Spielberg directed like, like basically like what happens when the government has to actually disclose or can no longer hide it.
Awesome.
All right.
So pretty interested in that one. Toy Story 5
I just watched 4 last night.
for
I
this.
haven't seen 3 or 4.
Oh,
You've not
really?
seen Toy Story 3?
No, is that Schindler's Toy Box?
Schindler's Toy Box? Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
seen 3 or 4.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was after I saw 4, like I was like, well, they have to do 5. They can't leave the story like that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it took them as long to do 5 as they did, but I'm curious. I have enjoyed the Toy Story franchise. I've seen most of all of them in the theaters, I think.
Yeah,
Did I
I know.
see? I don't think I saw four in the theaters. Maybe I haven't seen all of them, but I have seen all of the movies, so I think I own most of them on DVD.
Did you see that Conan's gonna be a voice in the fifth one?
No, I hadn't
Gor
seen.
Gor
Oh,
Yeah, he's gonna be like one of those like I think like smarty pants like learning video toys.
makes sense.
Hmm.
So looking forward to that one. Supergirl is coming out in June, which
Mm.
is a kind of a standalone movie, but also kind of serves as a sequel to Superman, since they definitely hardcore have you? I know Jeremy, you saw Superman. Justin, have you seen it yet?
Not yet.
Oh, so I mean, I don't remember if James Gunn is directing Supergirl, but he's obviously has something to do with the producing of it. Well, since he's in charge of the DC universe now. But and he cast Supergirl to be a cameo in his movies so that they kind of were. And this is also where Jason Momoa is taking over as Lobo, so we're
Nice.
getting the first live action Lobo, or first movie live action Lobo. I don't know if they ever put him on like not Supernatural. What is it, Smallville? I never
I never
watched
saw
I never
Smallville, so I
watched
don't know.
Smallville either, so I don't know. All right, so July we're moving on to The Odyssey. Christopher Nolan directed, and everybody who's anybody, in Hollywood is in it.
Hmm.
Matt Damon is the main guy from the Odyssey. So kind of kind of feels like maybe Christopher Nolan's cheating a little bit because you don't have to pay for you don't have to pay royalties for that one because the guy who wrote that died several thousand years ago. But I don't know, it's been a long time since I've seen anybody try to tackle a big budget. I seem to remember like when I was in high school or early college, somebody doing like a TV movie of like the Odyssey or the Iliad or something like that. But looks pretty good. And then July we're getting our first Marvel movie of the year, Spider-Man Brand New Day.
All right.
Fuck yeah. In June we're supposed to get Jackass 5.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I heard about that, but I didn't when I was doing my research, I didn't write anything. I didn't see it anywhere, so I forgot to write it down. But yeah, I've been watching that new Fear Factor with Johnny Knoxville.
Me too.
I really like the challenges, but I hate everything else about the show.
Yeah. They do all this shit so extra, unnecessary.
Right. I want to watch Fear Factor. I didn't sign up to watch Survivor,
Yeah, yeah,
our Big Brother.
yeah.
Have you watched any of it yet, Justin?
No.
So basically, they combined all the worst parts of Big Brother and Survivor with the better parts of Fear Factor and made it into one show.
I remember seeing when it was coming out, and I was like, I didn't really watch the other Fear Factors.
I like the original.
Yeah,
I watched it a lot.
not necessarily a fan of the eating challenge, eating or drinking challenges, but it's still fun to watch them do disgusting things.
When they were doing that blender thing,
Oh,
it was.
would you have been able to do the snake challenge, or would you have just been like, I'm out?
I don't know. That'd be really tough.
So one of the challenges was they had to climb through a tank with snakes, through an open tank, and then into a tank with an iguana, pick up a dead rat with their mouth, and then carry it back through the tank of snakes, drop it in the thing, and do that four times.
That's
And you couldn't use your hands to pick up the rat. You had to use your mouth.
seems like how the bubonic plague started.
Well, I assume that the rats were killed in a medical fashion that were meant for feeding the snakes anyway. But like you can tell the snakes were definitely very well fed and very well like trained because they were barely like even looking at the person climbing through their tank with the dead rat in their mouth. They weren't like, "Ooh, food." They were just like, "Yeah, whatever." Like,
Like, oh, here, that's another fucking human.
Did they? I can't remember. Was the first challenge the one where they had to stick their heads or their bodies in a box and like go through? And was there spiders in the one?
I think so. I can't.
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't
Yeah.
know. So far, I mean, other than the drinking stuff, that they were like, we're gonna combine pig ears and spoiled milk or something. Like,
Yeah.
I would have been fine with any of the other stuff because I'm not afraid of snakes or spider. And like the other thing, like the human cannonball one, where they put you like they put two people on a big platform like 35, 40 feet in the air, and they had to swing through a plywood wall that was had fire on either side of it and grab a net. Like people are like, "Oh my God, I'm so afraid." I'm like, they clearly have this thing planned out, so you will not get hurt or at least die. Like, sure, why not? Let's do it. Like,
Yeah.
I would have just struggled with the height part and
uh,
jumping, the initial jump, but then like the rest of it, I would have been fine once we were going.
I would have struggled with the physical side of after you land on the net, you had to climb up it. Just not because I'm afraid of climbing nets, just because I'm physically not good at pulling myself up. Like, like anyway, that's
It
not what we were
was,
talking about.
yeah.
I mean, if Jackass 5 is coming out, which I am shocked by because I thought they said after the fourth one they were done. But, I don't know. They also brought in all those new people in four, so I'm wondering how many of the old guys are going to be in the movie, let alone maybe they're just going to be like, we're just going to watch everything and you guys are going to do everything now.
I heard it's
Yeah.
gonna have like some like archival footage in it too. Like they're gonna like
Oh.
do like a hybrid kind of thing.
Oh, kind of like after every Jackass movie, they've done a point five.
Right, yeah, yeah,
All the stuff that
yeah,
didn't make the cut in the first one, like, oh, 1.5, 2.5.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Okay, that
Because
makes
they're gonna
sense.
use some footage that they shot of with Bam from Forever before he was like kicked off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or that he like agreed
Oh,
to
so maybe they
release.
didn't actually film anything. They just went through and did like a best of stuff we haven't released.
I don't know. I actually I don't I heard it was half like Johnny Knoxville was on Joe Rogan talking about it, and he said like I think it's gonna be like half and half. Like they're actually shooting some footage, but I
Oh,
don't know what extent of it they're gonna is gonna be that part of the movie. So
yeah. All
there's
right,
gonna be
well,
some new stuff.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the original. I think, yeah, I think it was the original. I saw that one in theater.
I'm trying
You
to
saw the
remember if I went and saw the first one in theaters. I do remember seeing it like after it like came out on DVD, but
I remember 3D seeing that one in theaters, but I
I
don't think I
re
saw the other one.
for well, yeah, 3D. Jess and I went and saw that one in the theaters, and oddly enough, other than Avatar, probably the best use of 3D I've ever seen in a movie.
That's so ridiculous.
Um, and then for four, we rented out the theater just for our family and
Mm.
watched, when
Yeah.
Marcus was doing that for like $150, you can rent the whole movie. And they're like, well, there's already like six or seven of us, so like it's already pretty close to that amount for just to go see it. So why not just make it a private screening?
Yeah. At that point.
I don't know if they're doing that anymore, but that was
Yeah.
all right. Brand new day. Okay, yeah, because that's the sequel, obviously, to. So I don't know how much more multi-dimensional if we're gonna get just Tom Holland or Andrew Garfield and or Tobey Maguire's coming back. I know nothing about it, so
Mm.
we'll see. August, kind of a surprising movie, mainly because we were told it was never coming out. Coyote versus Acme.
Oh yeah, nice.
So somebody managed to pry the copy and spend enough money to get the copy out of Warner Brothers' hands, and they're going to release it. So just as predicted when they said, "Yo, well, no one will ever see this movie or Batgirl." Yes, we will, and one day we'll see Batgirl.
Yeah. Will we ever see the Powerpuff Girls show?
No, that one will be never. They that one wasn't a money thing. That was a, oh my God, we've made something so bad we can never show this.
What about the clown who cried? When do we get to see that?
That one is another matter altogether. I don't know if we'll ever see that one, but I feel like now that he's passed, it's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, Coyote versus Acme. I'm super excited to see that one.
Yeah.
Not just because they were like, you're never gonna see it. We bought it and we're gonna destroy it. But because like it's Will Forte, it's Coyote, it's a lot of the Looney Tunes characters, a lot of other famous people. It sounds hilarious. It sounds dumb, but it sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So August is pretty light, at least with what they've announced so far. Then into September, we're getting Clayface, um, the first live action version of Clayface. James Gunn said it will be a straight up horror movie.
Oh my God.
Nice.
That's
Um,
awesome.
he's not directing it, but he is producing it. It is going to be related to the DC universe, so I'm excited. And they said it was going to be a straight. I don't know if it's going to be rated R or not, but they said it was going to be a straight up horror movie. And that's the first time we've ever seen live action Clayface. So I'm
Yeah,
very,
that'll be pretty
very,
cool.
very curious to see how they've done that. And then I wrote this one down for one or both of you. The Zach Krieger directed Resident Evil is coming out in September.
Is
I'm
that the
excited for that one because the guy said he wants it to be more like the games than the other movies.
Yes,
so is that like completely starting over?
Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah, I believe from what I understand, it's just a complete reboot of the entire franchise that will have nothing to do with any of the other movies so much as that, like, obviously same character names and whatever little plot they used in the movies from the video games. But
yeah, but he
one of
wants to
the
make it more like the video games to
one of
stay true to
the
that story.
one of the interviews I heard where he was talking about that terrible weapons movie, he was also talking about while he was on set, like being done filming for the day and going back to his trailer and literally just playing more Resident Evil like on his PlayStation. So like
Nice.
he's like I wrote the thing before anybody even asked me to do it. Like before they hired me, I was already writing a script. So like I am a fan of this franchise. So it gives me hope because like I mean, I'm not gonna say Weapons was well directed. It was just like ultimately a stupid outcome. But
I still gotta watch that. I haven't seen it yet.
um, but like over like well that and Barbarian. I mean, they're both very well directed. They just are kind of lackluster in the end. Kind of like Stephen King. Like man, like three-quarters of this movie was really good. You fell apart at the end.
Mm.
But yeah, so that's for September. October, I know nothing about it other than Tom Cruise is in it, and Alejandro Inarritu, I believe that's his name, is directing it. It's called Digger.
Uh,
All
Um,
right,
okay.
yeah, it's the trailer looks weird, and they're being very secretive about what it is. Um, yeah, I'm it's just curious, it made me curious enough to write it down and be like, yes, I must see this. At least kind of want to see it.
initially,
Initially. I mean, the second we see a real trailer for it, maybe I'm like, nope, never mind.
yeah.
Street Fighter. Have you seen the cast reveal photos of Street Fighter?
I might have. Let me
Yeah,
check
I
this
think
out.
so.
They actually look like the characters from the video games. And some of the names of the people in the movie might make us redo the wrestling podcast episode that we did.
There's Cody Rhodes. I think
Okay, here we go.
Roman Reigns.
We got Jason Momoa as Blanca. David Desmalchin as M. Bison, Noah Centino as Ken, I don't know who Mel Jarnson is, but she's Cammy. Oliver Richters, he's a very big man as Zangief. 50 Cent as Balrog. Eric Andre as Don Sauvage. Cody Rhodes as Guile. Which one is Joe Inouye? Inoue? He's a
I think it's Roman Reigns.
okay. He's Akuma. Somebody named Orville Peck is Vega. Uh, Kyle Mooney is somebody named Marvin. He's not a video game character, but yeah.
No, he's a Martian.
Oh, E Honda's in the movie. Yeah, I mean, and then when they put out the cast photos, I was like, wow, these actually look pretty good. Like maybe they'll actually try to do the movie, unlike the Jean-Claude Van Damme one, where they were just like, we're gonna do whatever we feel like and call it Street Fighter.
It's interesting.
I mean, I'm still not expecting it to be good, but I didn't expect that about Minecraft, and Minecraft ended up being really good. So, you know, like I'm surprised. I'm gonna go into it with an open mind, willing to be surprised of like maybe this will be good. Maybe it'll be exactly what I expect it to be, and I'll just have fun watching it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
as long as it's fun, it's all I care about. Like, I mean, it doesn't have to be like, nominated for an Oscar because we'll get to that in a little bit when we talk about that. But there's also a movie in October coming out called Remain, which is M. Night Shyamalan. So of course they're being quiet about it, but the what a twist. The last M. Night Shyamalan movie was pretty good. The one where he did with his daughter and what was that called? Trapped? The one where the serial killer they did.
Oh
Who?
yeah, yeah. I know
Oh,
what
and
you're
he's at the
talking about.
concert.
Josh Hartnett. Josh
Yeah.
Hartnett was a serial. That actually ended up being pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, so like I mean M. Night Shyamalan still throws out a couple good movies every so often. I mean, like he's still got it in him. So I'm looking forward to it.
Open mind.
Um November has got some interesting ones. It's G minus zero. Or oh no, I'm sorry, Godzilla minus zero. I wrote down G because I didn't want to write down Godzilla. Because Godzilla minus one was really good. I don't know if either one of you have watched it. It's
Nope.
it's
Oh,
it's subtitled, so or you have to watch the dubbed version. It's really good. I mean, you know how much I love Godzilla movies in general, but that one was really good. So I'm looking forward to that one. They're doing another Christmas Carol movie called Ebenezer. Johnny Depp is going to be Ebenezer Scrooge.
Who's Helena Bonham Carter playing?
I don't know. I didn't see her name in there, but
Oh,
it wasn't Tim Burton.
oh,
oh.
Johnny Depp is doing one without Tim Burton, so maybe they had a falling out, or maybe Um, I'm curious to see they're restarting the Narnia franchise. I think it's just going to be Netflix, but they're actually starting with the first book instead of going right to The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which they normally do. Greta Gerwig is directing it, so I'm hesitant because I'm afraid they're going to pull a lot of the kind of spiritual aspects of Chronicles of Narnia out of it, but at the same time, like she did a really good job with Barbie, and like she handled that pretty well. So, I'm curious enough that I'm willing to check it out.
I don't know anything about that.
And then there's a movie that I know the three of us are going to see, but I think it's just going to Prime, so we might have to get together and watch it at one of our houses. Nick Cage as John Madden in
Oh,
Madden.
oh,
nice. Yeah.
They put out the trailer towards the end of football season, and I'm like, they did it. Damn it, they did it. They made him look like John Madden.
Yeah.
And Christian Bale is Al Davis.
oh boy.
So it's
All right.
I mean, come on. I mean,
I
we've
wonder if
we've
we'll see a trailer for that during the Super Bowl.
I almost guaranteed. Now, I wrote down Jumanji 4 for December, but it could also be Jumanji 3 depending on how you look at it. Because it'll be the third one in the series with The Rock and Kevin Hart, but it's technically a fourth because when, like the first one or the first one with The Rock was actually a sequel to Jumanji.
Where
So
does
Yeah,
Zathura fit into all of this?
I don't know. They've never
thought we don't talk about that movie.
yeah,
Okay,
they say they've
yeah.
never acknowledged that Zathura existed,
That shit's canon.
even though we all know it's there.
Yeah.
I've never
Um,
seen. Are they actually these Uber Jumanji movies? Any good?
yeah, I like them. I like them a lot.
The first one's good. I've never seen the second, or I guess the second one with. it's good, but I've never seen the third one. However, we want to word that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I wrote it down both ways because I don't know how how they're going to promote it. Um, I mean, in some ways it's better than the Robin Williams one. Um,
Really?
in certain aspects.
Okay, okay. I'm
It's a
interested.
Kirsten Dunst slander.
No slander on anybody who was in the first one. It just because like the first one all takes place in the real world, where the game comes into the real world. And in the second two, everybody goes into the game. So that you can do a lot
Yeah.
more,
Right.
special effects and a lot
You
more.
can
And
have
obvious,
you can have a weakness of cake.
yes. And I mean, it's The Rock, it's Jack Black, it's Kevin Hart, it's Karen Gillian. Um, they're fun. I mean, if you like the first one better, I'm not going to disagree with you. If you like the second two better, I'm not going to disagree with you.
I'll check them out.
But yeah, I mean, I think we bought them both. At least the first one.
I have the first one. I don't know about this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know I've seen both of them a couple of times. So Danny DeVito and what's his name?
Glover.
Yeah, Danny Glover. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I want to
Danny
say Donald
Glover,
Glover.
Danny
He
Glover are in the second one,
Yeah,
or
wasn't he
technically
in the
third one.
first one? Or no?
Danny
no,
Glover?
Yeah,
No.
was he not? Okay.
No, I think you're thinking of was David Allen Greer in the first one?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Cut that out.
All right. And then the big movie for December, the one that's going to take up all the space, the one that is going to take all the money for the month, Avengers Doomsday.
Oh my God.
do you
It's
That's
think we'll
it's
get that this
crazy.
year? Or do you think it'll get pushed to next year?
no, they've already put out 4 or 5 trailers with a countdown clock. They I think they pretty much got that movie in the can already. I think they're just yeah, I don't know how much they're actually working on it. I think they're pretty much, just
Have they
Right,
finishing up special effects and editing. They've
getting
already
getting the merchandise ready.
Yes. Yeah,
have
yeah.
they have they said what the runtime's gonna be?
I mean,
4 hours.
based on all the actors that are going to be in the movie, it's going to be like a 6 hour movie. I mean,
Yeah, it seems like it's crazy.
yeah,
I can't.
I do not envy the Russo brothers trying to juggle that cast in one movie. But I
Yeah.
mean, they did it with Infinity War and Endgame, so hopefully they can do it with Doomsday. Also, we're getting a movie called Shrek 5. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that franchise.
Hmm.
Hmm. No,
Yeah,
not at all.
maybe once or twice in passing.
Yeah, yeah, Shrek 5. So I'm kind of excited about that. I haven't seen Nosferatu yet, but I've wanted to. But Robert Eggers, the guy who directed Nosferatu, is directing Werewolf. Spelled a little weird, but I mean, he got a lot of awards nominations for Nosferatu, and it was very highly regarded as pretty good.
Hmm.
So kind of looking forward to that one. And then Violent Night too.
All right.
So those are all the movies.
All
So
right.
any other movies that you can think of off the top of your head that I might have missed?
Looking over my notes here, it looks like you pretty much covered them all.
Oh, okay. All right.
There is one going back to April that sounded interesting. Um, it stars Jason Segel with the Oliphant. A dysfunctional married couple retreats to a secluded cabin to repair a relationship, but each secretly plots to call over your dead body.
Oh, wait, are they the married couple?
No, I didn't
Oh,
read the other names. I just
oh, okay. I mean, it doesn't take it away. I mean, because I mean that honestly would have made it more interesting. But
Samara Weaving and Juliette Lewis, I think.
oh,
Pretty
okay. All
bad.
right.
But
All
it's
right.
All right.
directed by Jorma Taccone.
Oh, the
So,
Lonely Island guy.
yeah.
Didn't he direct the? No, no, he didn't. Did he direct The
He's
Naked Gun?
he's directed a couple of things that
Yeah,
have been pretty good.
I think he directed Land of the Lost. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. We're rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine with Andy Samberg, and that show was great.
Yeah.
All right, real quick, we'll just run through a couple of TV shows that sounded interesting that are coming out this year. Some of them have already started. The Pitt season two, starting off really strong. Highly recommend that show. Hasn't made me break just yet like the first season did, but it has the potential. Um, haven't watched it yet, but the new Game of Thrones, The Night of Seven Kingdoms, has started. Wonder Man, one of the only other Marvel things we're getting this year, came out. Haven't watched it yet, but I haven't had time. There's a show called The Rise and Fall of Reggie Dinkins, which has Tracy Morgan, Daniel Radcliffe, and Bobby Moynihan in it.
All right.
So, based on that alone, interested. The Scrubs reboot is hitting us in March. I mean,
I don't know
from
how I feel about
from what I
that.
understand, they are completely ignoring Scrubs season 9, season 8,
Right.
whatever. Scrubs Med
The,
School.
the medical college, yeah.
Yeah, they're completely ignoring that and gonna go off of what when they should have ended it.
Yeah. Good.
Monarch Legacy of Monsters, so going off of the Godzilla TV, the Godzilla movie reboots, season 2 of that. Marshals, a Yellowstone sequel, Young Sherlock. Ted season 2 is finally happening. Only like 3 or 4 years after Ted season 1. The final season of The Boys, season 5, is hitting us pretty soon. And then a show I think you guys are both going to be interested in. I know I'm vaguely interested in it as well. The reboot slash sequel series to Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Life's Still Unfair. I saw the trailer and I was like, I'm in.
Mhm.
Yeah. Star Wars Maul, The Shadow Lord. Another Yellowstone spinoff called Madison. Bill Lawrence is producing a show with Steve Carell called Rooster.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I mean, Bill Lawrence has got a pretty good track record with Scrubs and Ted Lasso and several other things, but Steve Carell, so at least going to check it out. Lanterns, the DC HBO Max show on the Green Lanterns. It's supposed to be like buddy space western cop series based on the Green Lantern Corps. So, and then
Is that related to the universe?
yes. Yeah, it's gonna be, it's gonna be introduced. I don't know how much Nathan Fillion's gonna have to do with it because he's the Guy Gardner of Green Lantern, but they're definitely doing the John Stewart and um
Hal
why am I
Jordan.
yeah, yeah, Hal Jordan. Kyle Chandler's gonna be Hal Jordan, and I don't remember who John Stewart's gonna. I don't remember that gentleman's name. Oh,
All
and
right.
then the one show that I think all three of us are well, at least two of us are definitely interested in, Ted Lasso, new season of Ted Lasso.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
I haven't seen it.
Well, if I can talk you into it, I highly recommend it.
Guess I'll have to get Apple again.
Yeah.
I want to watch the new season of. That was a really good show.
I need to watch that. I've heard good things about Shrinking, and I need to watch season 2 of Severance.
Uh,
Hmm.
Severance was really good. But anyway, do we want to talk about albums that might or might not have already come out this year?
well, there's a They Might Be Giants album coming out this year.
That's on my list.
Okay. Did you listen
Mumford?
to the EP they put out?
No, not yet.
There's like I think songs on it.
No,
They're
okay.
pretty decent.
Okay. I'm a fan of They Might Be Giants, so looking forward to that. Mumford and Sons, Silver Sun Pickups, Newfound Glory. Rob Zombie's got a new album coming out called The Great Satan.
All right.
The Black Crows, Noah Kahan, Seven Dust, Tori Amos, Bjork, Candlebox, Evan Evans, and Everclear all have albums coming out this year. So all bands from when I was in high school, you know,
Wait,
college.
did you say Evanescence?
Yeah,
Wow, that's
I guess they
crazy.
were actually past. Evanescence hit after I was out of college, but or maybe right towards the end of college for me.
Do they still have you been keeping up with that band?
I mean, Amy Lee is still the leader of the band, so I
They
All
know.
s-
right.
do they sound like
Yeah, they pretty much. I mean, I think they jettisoned the guy who did the singing in that one song, but he
hmm,
really was never hardly there anyway. So
I've seen them live.
I don't think I've ever seen them live. She just did a song with the chick from Spirit Box, and I think Poppy.
Wow.
So the hog is playing a bunch. So like, I don't know. I'm a fan. I enjoy, the couple out after the first album, they put out a couple albums that are really good.
Mm,
So,
cool.
and I mean, Seven Dust is really good. And then I've really gotten the last year or two, I've really gotten into Noah Khan, the
What kind of music is that?
acoustic singer-songwriter, maybe a little electric, but he does that Season of the Sticks song that was massively overplayed, but
All right.
but but he's got a couple of, I mean, that album, the Stick Season album is just phenomenal. I think you would actually really like it, Jeremy.
Okay.
It seems to be up our your alley, our alley. I never know with Justin what he likes. I saw Five Finger Death Punch was doing a tour this year, and I'm like, well,
Yep.
I bet he'd be interested in that. But then again, he's also like, I love this other random weirdness.
Mm.
Yeah. Ocean City soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
Five Finger Death Punch.
I only have four video games on my list, and one of them is really more for you. And it's gonna force me to try to figure out how to buy a Series X unless somebody wants to give me their Series X. Justin, I'm looking at you
I I don't even
because,
know what my Xbox is in the basement.
well, because I mean, I still have the Xbox One.
That's what's assuming in my basement. The controller says day one release on it. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
but
that was Xbox.
the 007 First Light game is coming out.
Fuck
That
yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty exciting. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight,
Mm.
where
When's
they're
when's the 007 game supposed to come out? Do we have a rough
May,
time?
middle to end
Right.
of May. I think the same with the Lego Batman game, which is supposed like Lego Skywalker Saga, where they did all nine movies in one game. I think, from what I understand, they're with Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, they're kind of doing
Yeah, it's
all
supposed to have like the Adam
like
West stuff
the
too.
Adam West, the Michael Keaton,
Yep.
all that stuff in it mixed into one. Obviously, GTA 6 is set for later in the year.
I don't
Um,
believe they're actually going to delay it anymore. I think
okay,
November is really going to.
okay. I mean,
Put money down on that.
Sure.
What do we want?
$10.
$10. No, okay.
No more delays. This is
No
it.
more.
February. Actually, I'd say we get a trailer. I'll put a bet on the trailer too for the third
do
trailer.
you think we'll get a trailer for in during the Super Bowl?
I doubt it. That would be amazing though. I think we'll get a trailer probably sometime in the spring.
I mean, if the GTA game is coming out, it hands down, regardless of what else any other game coming out, it's going to be the biggest game of the year.
Yeah,
When is it supposed to come out?
November something.
I think it's like the 26th or
Yeah,
something.
to say
Yeah.
in time to for people to make real sacrifices on whether or not they want to wait till Christmas or not.
Yeah.
And then Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. I don't know if it's related to the last couple Tomb Raider games, but Crystal Dynamics is doing it. And it looked like they were using somewhat of the same design from the last three Tomb Raider games that were really good. But the three games on that list that I care about are going to force me to buy a Series X at some point. Otherwise, I can't play any of them.
Got it.
So that is all I have for us to look forward to for the year.
Huh.
Any other games that are albums?
Oh, did you guys see anything about that Mouse PI game?
I saw it on my list. I saw it on the
Yes.
list I was looking, but I didn't see anything. I didn't know anything about it.
It's like it's animated like an old like
Yeah. Is that noir?
19
Is that
like
the noir style?
like a really old cartoon. It looks awesome.
It does. That one looks pretty cool.
Otherwise, there's probably some other things I just can't. There's another Resident Evil games here.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna come out
okay.
next month.
Oh, okay. Is it going to be related to the movie at all, or is it just an independent Resident Evil game?
I don't know.
How do we know? There's no movie yet.
It's a good point. Good point.
All right.
Yeah, I guess that's what I have.
All right. Anybody see anything over the last couple weeks worth talking about?
Uh, what did I watch? Can't remember what the number is. I think it's 12, might be less. That the 12 clocks, that Agatha Christie series that's on Netflix. 8 clocks, seven
Seven,
clocks, nine
seven
clocks.
dials? Seven
That's
dials?
that's the one.
Oh, I want to see that.
Couldn't,
Is it
couldn't
any good?
remember it. Yeah, it was pretty good. It's like 3 or 4 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I watched that one. Thought that was pretty good. I'm catching up on some Wild Card Kitchen. I watched the 100-Year-Old Man, the Mel Brooks documentary.
Okay. Yeah, I want to
That,
see that.
that's on Max. And I watched I Like Me, the John Candy
Oh,
documentary. That's on
that
Prime.
that came this close to making me break. It was very well done and
Well,
very
both
very
of,
well.
both of these were well done.
Yeah. Oh, losing Catherine O'Hara this week was tough.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched it before that happened too.
Oh, yeah, that made me like when she died, that immediately made me think of that documentary because she was so heavily featured in it, being
Mm.
that she was so close with John Candy.
Yep, that's what I
Yeah.
thought of too, right away.
Yeah. Jeremy, you watch anything?
This is crazy. I feel like I watched nothing. I mean, when I was sick, all I was watching was a bunch of old episodes of Hell's Kitchen.
That's all right.
Not Shark Tank.
Not anymore. I've moved on for
Oh,
Shark
okay.
Oh,
Tank. I mean, I've actually been keeping up with the new season of that show. I have watched some of this, but mostly Hell's Kitchen. I watched Toy Story last night, as I mentioned.
Okay.
That was the first time I saw it, actually. Kind of that movie just kind of like went totally past me. Whereas like the other three, I saw like right away. I saw the first three,
Yeah,
but
it's so hard to keep up with stuff now that they're going to streaming so fast. It doesn't like
yeah,
there isn't that
yeah,
going to Blockbuster and like looking around going, "Oh, this finally hit."
yeah. But yeah,
yeah.
that's
You
what.
you just kind of are looking through the streaming services because you don't know what to watch, and you're like, oh, this one's already out.
Yeah.
Because I feel
Yeah.
that way. What is that? The Channing Tatum one, Roof Man.
Yeah. Like
Like
it
I
was
want
like
that's already on one of the streaming services. I was like, oh, this is I can
Paramount
already
Plus.
like yeah, I can already watch this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Haven't, but I think it looks pretty interesting.
I I broke down and I finally watched One Battle After Another.
All right.
Um Straight fire garbage.
Oh,
It is hands down one of the worst movies I watched of the year. I mean,
Wow.
it is
did you
nonsense from
watch it
the
this year or last year?
I watched it this year, but I mean it was
Oh, well,
nominated for
that's really a little list then of the worst movies you've watched this year.
well, I'm talking about for last year. I do not understand why that movie was nominated for like 12 or 14 Oscars. It is just from the get-go, like nonsensical plot. It's like they advertised it like it was this like nonstop like action movie.
Mhm.
Like, like they kidnap Leonardo's daughter and he's got to save her and blah blah blah. That's nothing what the plot of this movie is.
Uh,
It's one of the characters' name is legitimately Colonel Lockjaw. Like he's the bad guy. And this movie got nominated for Best Original Script, and that was the best. It's almost as bad as Avatar going, "What's this thing that we want to get? Unobtainium?" Like you spent how many millions of dollars making this, and that's the best you could come up with?
Yeah, that's what you settled on.
Like none of the characters in this movie were likable. None of that, there's no good guy, there's no bad. I mean, the bad guys are not that bad. The good guys are not that good. It's not like it's terrible. It's so bad. And then I watched Begonia, that Emma Stone movie.
Okay.
Jesse Plemons. It's
oh.
if you watch the trailer and you watch as many movies as I do, you're kind of like, I think I know where this is going. And then when it happens, you're a little disappointed. But like Jesse Plemons was so good getting to that point, you kind of forgive it. I mean, I probably still wouldn't have nominated it for Oscars, but like I'm shocked that he didn't get an Oscar nomination for it. I'm shocked that Emma Stone did, but it's like he thinks she's an alien, and so she kidnaps her and like things happen and I don't want to give anything away, but it's kind of a weird movie, but It's not bad. I watched the new Running Man.
All right.
I enjoyed that one. It's very different than the Arnold one. Like very different. Like well, it's also closer to the book than the Arnold movie was. The book was kind of like we took a little bit of what the Arnold movie was like we took a little couple snippets from the book and then made a whole nother thing. This one they're like we are going to almost faithfully recreate this book down to a T. So,
Okay.
it's enjoyable. Um, Edgar Wright directed. Then
Nice.
I think we talked about it last time, but Toxic Avenger is on
Mm,
Hulu.
Yep. I
Yeah,
watched.
so I
Yeah.
watched that. It's fun.
Hmm.
Not as good as the original, but still fun. But yeah, no, I every couple of years with the Oscars, like I'm just completely befuddled as to how this movie it's going to be one of those movies like 10 years from now people are like how did this movie get this many nominations? Like, why is this garbage? Like, why did people like this garbage?
I love a classic Oscars rant.
Oh,
Oh, oh yeah. I also wrote down, I watched the what is that? The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
oh yeah, I wanted to see that one.
I watched that one too. Pretty good.
Okay,
I don't remember when that came out, but it was on the list of. At one point, it was on the list of things we wanted to watch.
that is true. I don't remember when. It clearly wasn't 2025 since we didn't talk about it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, so I watched that one the other day.
I really
Okay.
gotta start watching some stuff.
Well, you probably stop being sick so you can actually focus on stuff.
That's true too.
I mean, when I'm sick, all I want to do is just watch old sitcoms or
I'll
episodes of
watch I'll watch episodes of like Psych or something or
uh, guys
food
grocery
shows.
games or diners, drive-ins, and dives or
Yeah.
you know. So, all right, well then, I guess I don't know how to end this one because, I guess if you're the Oscar voters and you vote for just absolute garbage instead of movies that people actually like or want to see, remember that stupid never walks alone.
Comic books have been around for almost a century, and in the last 2 decades, we've finally gotten to see many of these characters brought to life in movies and on TV. On the Moving Panels podcast, we discuss movies and TV shows based on, inspired by, and adapted from the world of comic books. Join me and my guests as we discuss both the good and the bad from Marvel, DC, and even some of the lesser-known comic book companies. Learn what is and isn't from the comics, as well as our nerdy review of the movie or show. New episodes drop every Monday, and you can find us wherever you listen to podcasts. So join us for Moving Panels, and I'll see you on the other side of the page.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and listen to an 80s Flick Flashback podcast once in a while, you could miss it. Do you love movies of a certain age? Do you miss the days of VHS tapes, VCRs, and the video rental stores? Does the thought of another 80s movie being remade seem inconceivable? My name is Tim Williams. I'm the creator and host of the 80s Flick Flashback podcast. On each episode, I'm joined by guest co-hosts to discuss one of the many movies released in the 1980s. We share our first-time watch memories, our favorite scenes, and even learn some behind-the-scenes stories about the cast and crew along the way. New episodes are released every other Friday on your favorite podcasting platform. So make like a tree, get out of here, and go listen to an excellent episode of the 80s Flick Flashback podcast. The ad is over. Go home. Go.